we were talking about Sony not being able to produce PS5s, and with this new announcement deal, this snag that broke the internet. And it broke the internet, mind you, as soon as we finished our podcast. A little upset. Microsoft has acquired Activision Blizzard, right? For $70 billion.
This definitely is going to disturb the fucking market.
Oh, this is definitely fucking stood up. Let me read a little bit more from the article. Okay. There's some asshole last time saying, you didn't give Silencer so much detail about the story. I'm going to give Silencer the normal shit, okay? Now, Xbox has announced a deal to buy Activision Blizzard, the company behind Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and many other major gaming franchises. Now, let me read out the list to you of what titles they've acquired and the studios. Studios first, okay?
Okay.
You have Treyarch, Call of Duty, okay? Raven, Call of Duty. High Moon, Call of Duty. Infinity Ward, Call of Duty. Toys for Bob, not familiar with their work, but they acquired them as well. Beenox, which is Call of Duty. Sledgehammer Games, which I believe is Call of Duty as well. Blizzard Entertainment, which is the mastermind behind World of Warcraft and recently in their scandal, you remember? And King, which is the developer, I believe, of Candy Crush, okay?
Yeah.
Now, here are some titles, Silencer, they've acquired, okay? Active franchises, okay?
Okay.
Call of Duty, that's already a dub.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
Oh.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Crash Bandicoot. Spyro. Warcraft. StarCraft. Overwatch. Diablo. Hearthstone. Heroes of the Storm. Candy Crush.
What?
Yes.
Candy Crush?
Yes. Now, a few other things just to make sure you're fully educated on the subject, okay? Are just off of that alone, how do you feel about this?
This is a big move, okay? Let's
Huge.
tell you why.
Yes.
I read while you were saying all this, I was reading some comments. People are saying this is bad for gamers, and I don't truly agree with that.
No, it's not. All right.
Because right now, Microsoft is trying to act like, the big dong.
Yeah.
With that kind of money, you could have easily fucking provided and opened up a bunch of studios with new content, refreshing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the hard way.
Right.
But they decided to strip out what was already in the market and have control over that. Smart move, if I should say.
A little monopoly-ish to me, but apparently it's not.
No, it's definitely monopoly because now they owned it.
Right.
This is, I don't know. This is good for Microsoft. If, like they always said, if you can't beat them, buy them. It's exactly what Microsoft did.
Yeah. So a little bit more details. There were rumors EA Games was going to be bought out by Xbox as well.
Oh, man.
By them. So before this deal, there was rumors that they were going to happen too, which I think would have shook the fucking core.
That would be crazy, yeah.
Yes. So let's go ahead and read a little bit more information since the announcement has happened, okay? Sony's market value dropped $20 billion after the announcement, which I believe was 18% of the stock, right? And it hasn't been that low since 2008. So it was such a major move that this happened. It shook the core of gaming, right? It went viral.
Yeah.
It was going everywhere, okay?
Yeah.
I saw Sony bitch up, fam. A little crazy, okay? Sony, without saying congratulations, hey, a little guy that's running Twitter could have been like, wait till you see what we have. They didn't say shit, right?
Yeah.
I saw Sony tuck their tail between their legs and they were like, oh, they better keep putting games on our systems, or else I hope they hold up their commitments to us, or else, you know. To which
Yeah.
Sony replied, you know, take your fucking thumb out of your finger, of course, you know. We're gonna oblige to our commitments. We're gonna give you 3 more Call of Duties. But after that, who knows, right? So, this huge, I believe. This is huge for them, especially after the announcement of the GoldenEye leak, right? It's not really official yet, but you can see that they're killing the game. They're cornering the market. And they said they were doing this to compete with trillion-dollar companies, okay?
Yeah.
Similar to Sony, similar to, I want to say, what's the other one? Nintendo, okay?
Yeah.
Now, so after this, right, this is when I started to realize what he was talking about, right? Phil Spencer, Apex head, okay? Or not Apex, Xbox, okay? He was talking, he said something real clear. He's like, oh, this wasn't just for them, to compete with them. We're trying to compete with other big computer makers, technology companies, because, you know, we have to compete with them.
Yeah.
Apple has announced that, or has been teasing something with consoles. They've been hiring Xbox developers, and they're trying to maybe get a console. And now I see why he bought Activision. Okay. So with all this in mind, how can Sony bounce back from this? Do they have to acquire studios, or do you feel like they have to just drop a few bangers?
I think Microsoft took the easy way out. I think Sony's still reputation laser, and I think if they just drop a few bangers, it'll be fucking fantastic.
Right. Okay.
Imagine if Sony in a whole year drops fucking some dope bangers that are in the same level as God of War, you know, Uncharted. It'll be dope.
Right.
I think this past maybe a year and 2 years, Sony has been kind of slacking.
No, I think
Maybe
last year they
because-
did phenomenal.
Well, I mean, on the titles, I think from back then, I think they could have done better.
Right.
So, I don't know. I feel like it for me, Microsoft is definitely not a threat to Sony at all. Okay, this is why Microsoft started buying shit, because they felt they needed to acquire more studios to compete with the big boy.
Right.
And here's a little recap. I was doing my little googling. So, in 2020, guess how much EA is worth?
Is it in the trillions, billions?
It's in the billions.
I'm thinking like 15 bill.
22.9. So let's say 23
All right.
billion.
Okay.
All right. Guess how much Microsoft is worth?
Like $1 trillion.
That's the market cap is at 2.435 trillion. Now their worth without the assets is 456 billion. What makes you think these assholes will not buy Activision? I mean EA.
Yeah.
If they really want to, control the market,
Yeah.
these assholes have the bread and the deep pockets to buy every single fucking studio, and it won't even hurt them.
Right. So one of the things was people were calling this a monopoly, okay? And
Definitely.
certain people that were in the know were saying, this isn't a monopoly, so there's not going to be stopped by Congress, which was surprising to me because of Amazon and Apple getting stopped for every little fucking purchase they get, right?
Yeah.
It's weird to me that when they, it sounded like, because somebody else that was in the need to know too on Twitter said, if you thought this shook up the internet, wait till you hear what's going to happen next. They didn't clarify if it was Xbox, Sony, Nintendo. They didn't say anything like that, but they did say, if you thought this was like,
That's crazy.
yeah. So how can Sony bounce back from this? I asked you how, if they, I'm talking not titles, Because I kind of disagree with you as far as last year. Last year, I thought they had a good year with Ratchet and Clank. They had Deathloop. They had Returnal. A lot of console exclusives that really, helped us choose a console. So
Okay.
I'm talking about how could they bounce back? Can they? What studios or like gaming studios can they acquire to make, if not a dent, or make them just about even neck and neck to where it's not such a big deal anymore?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would honestly think if they can get a hold of EA, that'll be dope. If it's
Right.
in the middle, imagine Sony buying EA. That'll be a fucking good thing.
So I thought EA would be a good fair one. I thought 2K Games,
Epic Games.
That's another Epic Games. I thought that would be a good one too. Epic Games, but since they have an Epic store, I could see that might be it. Maybe Microsoft is going to buy Epic
Oh, it's
Games.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, I don't know. I think Ubisoft is still its own gaming company. I don't think they're owned by
An
anybody.
agent. See, there'll be another revenue,
Yeah.
1.7 billion.
Yeah, I thought Ubisoft,
Oh.
their Rainbow Six competitor.
Yeah.
They have Rainbow Six. They had Far Cry, Ghost Recon, a lot of Tom Clancy games over there at
Tom
Ubisoft.
Clancy,
I
Division, Hitman.
yeah. See, Ooh, Hitman. See, so I thought a bunch of those games studios would be nice. I thought Epic might have been the way to go, but
Epic, yeah.
it's hard. If you really want to corner the market, you're gonna have to buy. And if we're talking exclusives, okay, right now, Sony says they want gamers to win from the content, so they're kind of not hinting at things being exclusive, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to see when their commitment's over with their contracts. We'll see what's up, okay? But if we're talking about you have to get exclusives, right? If this is going to be a content war, console war,
Yeah.
you're going to have to get EA. EA has Madden, right? I don't know for how long. I think the contract's ending over there. FIFA's ending over there. I know for a fact, but Madden, okay? That's a huge title to have exclusive to Xbox, okay?
Yeah.
NBA 2K, a huge title to have exclusive to Xbox. I mean, to PlayStation. Both of these are for PlayStation.
Yeah.
The WWE wrestling game, a lot of people, WWE fans are everywhere. It's global,
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of the bigger studios I think they should get. Epic Games, they're really not, to my knowledge, they're not IP heavy. They do have Fortnite, right, and have a lot of potential. They just got to figure it out. And maybe if they buy them, before they figure it out, maybe that company will be a lot more valuable to whoever buys it, right?
Yeah.
But that's my opinion on who they should buy. So you feel the same way, or do you feel a little different?
No, I feel the same way. I mean, I feel like even just getting EA, that's going to be a big step in, trying to compete with Xbox. Show them who's boss.
Yeah, it seemed to be up there. So that was the business side of it. Let's talk about the messy, gossipy stuff, okay? What the fans are really here for, okay? Our favorite guy, Bobby Kotick, right? The Activision Blizzard CEO. You guys might remember him in a story that we covered earlier where he would not leave Activision Blizzard. He would not resign, would not get fired. He was going to look into some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now, part of this Activision deal was that he gets his bread and he's going to resign. Okay?
So he wants to get paid and then feel fucking.
That's why he didn't. This fool finessed. He finessed them. Okay? I made a TikTok about this, guys. Rumored he is going to receive $260 million and leaves with a fucking golden parachute, guys, and he does not get fired. Now, I'm trying to understand, okay? If this deal was in place, because you remember Xbox gave a slight little, little thing about him, like, oh, how could you say such a thing,
Yeah.
And then, he was like, I'm not gonna get fired. I'm not listening to the board. Their shit went down. Shit's going left and right. I want to stay here until I know that this behavior is just nip, cut, and we can move on from it, right?
Yeah.
Then, we got this news, and it's a part of the deal of selling it. We buy your shit, you are fucking out of here. Is this the biggest finesse you've seen in gaming?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Hail to the yeah.
Right. Super crazy.
How happy would you be being this guy right now?
It's ecstatic, especially for somebody like him where he originally said what he said, right? And then they kind of went over what he said, and he was like, well, actually, I didn't really know about the behavior that was happening over there,
Yeah.
I didn't really know about the stuff. I kind of just got thrown into the sexual harassment stuff, saying that I knew when I actually didn't know. Air quote, right? Now, you have to imagine, you're leaving. I don't know how much this food makes a year. Let's go ahead and Google it right now, okay? How much he makes a year. I'm going to Google right now his net worth. Silence you. Can you ballpark what his net worth is per year?
350,000. No, yeah.
Nah,
Millions?
If he's
Is it millions?
if he's a CEO,
Okay, yeah.
if he's a CEO, yeah. So
Let's see.
his salary is $30 million. Okay,
A year?
I believe it's a year. Okay,
Crazy.
This is what this is telling me. Okay, his leadership in a decade between 2010 and 2020, market cap rose from 14 billion to 54 billion. So it's around that time. Okay, he sold about $450 million worth of shares, and that's how he made his money in 2020. Okay. His net worth is $600 million. Okay. But let's go off of salary. Okay. Salary is $300 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's assume that's a year. He's the CEO of that company. It has to be a year, Now, 260, you get to leave. I'm no mathematician, okay? But I know that the 260, the 330 plus 30 is 60.
Yeah.
That's 2 years. That's 2 years of work. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't got to deal with these game developers. You don't got to deal with the drama. You don't have to get fired. You leave on your own terms. You get a fat ass check. Oh, yeah, bro. You're fucking Bobby Kotick, okay? Bobby Kotick.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Incredible. I'd be so fucking happy right now. I'd punch somebody just to give them a fucking settlement. That one developer, you fucking bit.
I'll see you in court.
I'll see you too.
Just smack him and be like, here's a card for the lawyer. I'll see you in court.
Your Honor, I couldn't help myself. Okay, I'm willing to settle this out of court. How much you think the smack? Well, at least a good, $2 million, Your Honor.
That's fucking funny.
$250,000 for every finger I landed on her, or him. Who knows? So it was funny, right? That he gets to walk away with that much money. Now, is this a good move, you think, for him to leave like this? You think he finessed it from the beginning? Or do you feel like this was out of his control? Didn't know?
No, this had to be planned by him.
Had to be planned, okay.
Had to be planned when all this shit was going down. He started, to strategize how to fucking dip out, and boom.
Yeah.
He's getting a fat check.
Well, I'm assuming he didn't want to leave, I think they've kind of forced his hand to leave. And I think it's a
but on good
genius marketing
terms.
move.
That's the thing.
Yeah, on good terms. Yeah, perfect. I think it's a genius marketing for Xbox because he was the bad guy on social media, Oh, man, he's a fucking woman hater. He don't give a shit about his employees. Worst person to work for. Hey, if we buy you, you got to leave. Xbox gets a virtual W there in that department.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another little interesting bit of news, and then we'll kind of move on from this because it's kind of a long, super detailed thing, but I know that they're going to officially acquire them And once the ink is dried on the deal and the money's there, they're going to tell him the deuces. He's going to leave, right? But before that, this was the controversial part. He was going to buy, reportedly, he was in talks, was going to buy PC Gamer or Kotaku, which is both gaming news website, social media presence about gaming. He was going to buy them when the whole ordeal was going around about the sexual harassment stuff, just so the news wouldn't spread about him and the company in a negative way. Yeah. Is that so? How do you feel about that? You feel like that's a nice little power move, or do you feel like that was for the Activision deal?
I don't know. I think it was for the Activision deal. It'll please the community, and this guy gets a good safe way out without slamming the door in his face. So overall, power move, but also like you said, a good marketing because listen, he doesn't have to worry about having in his fucking resume that he got fired.
No, he's old. He's up there. I think he's like 61, 58. He's old.
Okay, so
like he's
ready for retirement.
Yeah, like I mean, fuck, 200, even 30 million, you could retire. You know?
Fucking invest some of that shit.
Yeah, reinvest, make another Activision. Go take that money.
And buy him out later on.
Yeah, go take that money to Dr. Disrespect's Midnight Society.
Oh yeah,
a secret little investor. Here you go. I know all the tricks.
Take it up to Activision.
I know all the tricks. I know all this stuff. Hey, you know what? You know why that game was bad in Hackers? Here you go. Here's the fucking anti-cheat, the real one. You know. Assuming he didn't twirl his fingers at his desk playing World of Warcraft. You know. But that's pretty much the situation on them. I'm gonna watch to see what's gonna happen. How this is gonna develop into content war or console war. Xbox is saying content war. It's no longer about a console war, okay? Because we know who the better selling console is. PlayStation. I read something today that it was going to be 2-1 as far as them buying a PlayStation over a Xbox. So,
what about a Switch? Because I heard Switch was fucking dominating both.
I think Switch was only popular for the holidays, and let's be real, fam. Who the fuck is playing Switch besides you and your fucking nephew? Who is playing Switch?
Okay, but listen, put it in the marketplace. There's fucking kids that they buy this shit for. It doesn't necessarily need to be adults, but the fucking kid era right now, the generation, is into fucking gaming. So I think a good marketing being the Switch for fucking focused on kids games. Of course, it's gonna sell faster than fucking GTA game and all that shit.
Yeah, because you know how many families just have kids back to back to back, you know, no condoms
And they buy them
whatsoever.
a Switch just to fucking shut them up and be like, here, just play with this and shut up.
Yeah, but it's not the better console. It's the better selling console
Yeah,
because
we were
of kids.
talking about the numbers, not because of the fucking better console.
Yeah, but just because you buy a Switch doesn't mean you're gonna buy a shit ton of games for it. How many Switch games do you have right now?
Fucking 3.
Yeah, I have 3 too. That's it.
How many fucking PlayStation
Go right now and go buy Warzone.
games I have?
Yeah, how many PlayStation games do you have?
Fucking shitload. Digital and physical.
Yeah, and how much money did you spend on
20.
Apex? On Apex. I bet you spent more money on Apex than you played with the Switch and the fucking games combined.
I think I would spend more than 500 to be honest with you.
I'm up there like in 1,000. So
yeah, so
you're
we're just
not
getting
alone.
started.
Yeah, you know. So that's about it for that. But to your point, it might be better selling, but it's not making the money. You know, you could buy a Switch for a kid, but you can buy a lot more games on Xbox and PlayStation than you can on. You know, they have IP. Don't get me wrong. They have Mario, right? That's a nice IP to have. They have Mario, maybe Pokemon. But if we're talking about like consoles that sell games that we're all gonna play, you know, and
content.
You know, I don't see nobody besides Mario Kart ever popping off and being trendy. You know.
I think the only 2 hard titles that fucking Nintendo has and their selling points is Mario and Zelda. That's it.
Yeah, that's in our opinion. That's our opinion. You know, I don't fuck with those games. Not anymore as an adult. You know, Smash Brothers. Yeah, okay, cool, but
yeah, that's true.
When have
I
you
went to
seen
the
them?
marketplace.
Yeah,
I'll scroll down. I fucking saw every fucking game. And you know what? They look like fucking games I would see in the in the Play Store on my phone.
No, those are games
So
that you would see on Netflix's streaming
yeah.
games. Like it's not.
So I thought like, nah, this ain't it, fam.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, it could be, but it could be better selling. But I guess right now the main focus are the heavyweight giants, which is Xbox and PlayStation. So 2-1. So I feel like they just got to bounce back from this. Sony, they did take an L. They took an L. That's my opinion on that. They took an L, and I believe if you're gonna do something, okay, do it where it hurts them too. Okay, because they got Spyro and they got Crash Bandicoot. And last time I remembered, those are PlayStation games. Okay, I've never seen those games on Xbox. Okay, that hurt. That hurt my childhood, bro. To see the fucking Xbox menu boot up fucking Crash Bandicoot like it was nothing. That hurt. Okay.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. Then they're talking about Guitar Hero too, and I'm like, my fucking fingers back and then ding 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 ding. Fucking, I'm ready for they're talking about bringing that shit back too. They're talking about bringing back a bunch of shit. So, good job Xbox, you did it. You got a W.
A little clap.
A little clap. I just feel like
Don't talk about it too much because these fucking airheads and Xbox are gonna get their head big.
Oh, you don't think already?
They need to at some point, maybe like a week after, they need to hop off that cloud.
It was hard being a fan on Twitter, like telling them like Sony got us. This fool started bringing up memes and shit like we only have Spider-Man now. Like what? Fucking bitch! I was hurt when they say we only have Spider-Man and God of War.
There's a I saw a meme. Those slapping competitions of that big dude.
Yeah.
And that skinny guy. There was a PlayStation versus Xbox, and Xbox was a big dude.
Yeah, it was only round one. Okay, we got to get back in there.
Rounds.
We got to get back in there.